Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sunday Snake Chat. I've got my friend Jeremy over here, and he's going to show us some snakes in a bit. But first, we got to, shout out the chat. So we got John from Impoline in here. We got Ken Evans. What's up, Ken? Of course, Bose is here. He's always here. Super supporter. Got Nana D.
What's up, Nana? What's up, John?
Mitzi, thank you for tuning in.
Mitzi, what's up, girl?
Tamethyst. I actually do like that name, right?
Tamethyst. It does roll off the tongue nice. What's up, Tammy?
Right. All right, we got Will saying, "Oh God, another live with Jeremy." Well, of course, you get a double decker, right?
Crazy with lives.
Like
my wife is about to kill me.
This is the pregame, and then you go eat dinner, and then you watch Jeremy later. This is how
Dude,
it's gonna work.
I had to eat before this because I knew I would not have time to eat afterwards.
Yeah, I'm taking advantage of that roughly 30-minute break. Plus Dallas is gonna be playing tonight, so I gotta watch that and watch you and Nicole and have everybody give me crap about being a Dallas fan. All right, Kirsten, what's up? Rocking her shirt.
Wow.
Dapper Dubia. I got this in pink. You really can't see it in the light. It looks orange, but it is.
Honestly, it looks orange.
Very, very pink. Like the pinkest you could get. So I wear this shirt to support breast cancer awareness. My mother is a survivor, so after working with Kirsten on her fundraiser for her mom, unfortunately her mom passed. That sucks. But she said, "Hey, I'm gonna get you a shirt," and I'm like, "Well, I want it in pink, the pinkest pink you can get." And so she delivered. It looks orange here, but it is like hot pink. But yeah, I really appreciate Kirsten, and she sent me a really, really nice letter with the shirt and stickers, keychain. I give her a shout out on my video that's dropping Tuesday for my Oaks pickup video. There we go. So yeah. So she gets a special shout out tonight.
Thanks for tuning in, Kirsten.
All right, we got Angie Jeff from Celtic Balls.
Angie and Jeff, brother and sister, what's up?
Thank you for tuning in. It's Shelby from DWR Exotics.
What's up, Shelby? How in the world do you keep? I mean, all right, some of these names I know it's easy to keep track of, but
I'm not like He knows all the names.
Keeping track of names, dude, it is bad.
I make rhymes. I make up fake names for people, so I can remember stuff. Okay, here's somebody new. For me at least. Darlene Kersey. I hope I'm saying that right. Kersey's Kids, Proves Kids and Critters. All right. Hey, if you're new here, remember to like, share, subscribe to both of us. Yeah. Oh, hey, there's Nicole. Hey, Nicole.
We're gonna get out Nicole's girl tonight.
Oh, is she gonna bring out big snakes? See that's why.
No. I mean, on here, we're gonna get Nicole's girl out tonight for her, so that way she can.
All right.
That way she can see that she's not all mean and hateful like she thinks.
Yeah, we'll see. You bring that carpet. I know she was all nope about that at the barbecue, but just saying. All right, we got Reptile Hutch. What's good?
What up,
we got Eric's Morph Factory. Thanks for tuning in. I have to really, really catch up with this chat. What's disgusting?
What's up, Charlie?
Hey, meanwhile, at the show the other day, Charlie's leaving stickers around.
Well, I saw he apparently left one on the floor in front of Chris's table.
Yeah. I don't know if he was dropping stuff. I don't know. But Yeah. So here's what's about Kirsten's mom.
Oh.
So this is another reason why I wanted that pink shirt, and unfortunately, it looks orange, like peach.
I'm sorry for your loss, Kirsten. Yeah. That really sucks.
Can I get everybody?
Will's got. All right, I got a question here for Will, because he posted here. He says, "Do what I do, Jeremy. I think of an actor or someone famous that a person looks like. He does it for everyone. It helps him remember. Who do I look like, Will? Who do I look like? I want to know this. I want to know who do I look like, because I'm curious as to what you'll come up with."
That's what he's talking about. Yeah.
See, my uncle died from what was it? It was colon cancer. He died from.
Yeah, my grandfather died from that too.
That was bet you like 5-6 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, so I get a shirt over there that says "I have cancer" from Iron Dog's thing, and yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. It's Will must have ran off now. He doesn't want to tell me he's afraid to tell me.
Well, I mean that was nicer than what John said.
What? Homer Simpson? Don't.
All right. So I mean, obviously everybody knows who the hell you are. So, how long have you been keeping reptiles? Give a brief introduction for anybody that's here that may not know who the hell you are.
I have been all right. I've had reptiles ever since I was a little kid. There was a brief hiatus there in late teens, early 20s, where I was young, dumb, and we're going to let it at that. Because I'm pretty sure we all know the same. Before, I used to have ball pythons, blood pythons, green tree pythons. That was the main 3 species that I had back then. Now, since I got married, moved out, got my own place, got married several years ago, finally talked my wife into letting me get one ball python, thought I'll get back into the game here a little bit, but I had to ease myself into it because she was not a snake person. So that being said, I got one, then next thing you know, 2 and 3, and by
the third one, you got ARS racks everywhere.
No. This is before ARS racks, dude. I had everything in glass enclosures still.
Wow.
Excuse me. So I had 3 ball pythons, planned it all out where they were females, or 2 of them were out of the 3, they were supposed to be all females. There was one that ended up being a male. Hey, all right, Will, that's the second time I've been told that.
Hey, that's a compliment.
Yeah, everybody says if I put a hat on, I look like Bradley Cooper from American Sniper. Thank you, Will. That just made my evening, brother. Thank you. Anyway, so I had everything planned out to where I start off out with all females. So that way, till I got her warmed up to the idea, all I had to do is buy the males. That being said, I just started growing from there, and that was started in roughly 2018 is when we got the first actual snake for Warfel's Morphs. So, and after that, we branched out into carpets, and this season we're looking to produce our first carpet python clutch as well.
So, so my next question, obviously I sent him the damn list because I always do this. So we know he works with ball pythons. We know he has carpets. So is there anything else that you want to get into, or maybe back into, like blood, something like that?
Once I do the expansion, because I'm going to add on to the snake room here and go to the other portion of the basement, because this 14 by 12 room is not cutting it for what I'm going to be doing with including the carpets.
Right.
That being said, once I get the other portion of the basement done, I'll probably get into like one pair of Sumatran short tails because I
Okay.
love the black bloods, the chrome heads, the blacks, the whites, the grays. Call me colorblind, but that just
I
looks
mean,
really
you
good.
are.
I am partially, yes. But it looks even better when you're partially colorblind. I tell you what.
Yeah, I mean,
I plan to do that. I plan to add maybe one pair of green trees because green trees, there's just something about them, dude.
they're beautiful.
They're just breathtaking. But after that, it's probably going to be it. Just ball pythons, the carpets, and then have one pair of green trees and one pair of Sumatrans.
All
Probably get a
right. All
king
right.
snake at some point just to use them as a means to dispose of any uh, babies that are dead, something like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we live in Pennsylvania. You can get an alligator, something else crazy,
Oh, dude, no
or a
alligator.
cobra.
No, not even. No, I will never do venomous stuff. There is like a hair out of the corner of my eye, and I can't get the sucker.
Yeah. When I was at Oaks yesterday, it's like, okay, I can buy all these things to die tomorrow.
It's just, yeah, I would not. I know my luck. I'll put it that way. I know my luck. Kent is Ant-Man if he cares.
You mean if I shave my face off? Come on now. Look, John says I look like his old boss. Hey, if I put my glasses on, I can look like Chip.
God, yeah, yeah,
I
you
sent
would
him a
look like
picture.
him.
Anyway, we're getting off topic. So anyway, so do you have any advice, lessons shared, for people that are getting into breeding?
Buy your females first. Always buy your females first because they're going to be what takes the longest to get ready. Ball pythons, you're talking easy at least year and a
2 to
half,
3.
2 years, somewhere in that area. Depends. It all depends on how fast they grow. I've got uh, one. Actually, there's two. There's two of them that are a little bit over a year and a half old, and they should be breeding this season for me. So,
Yeah.
they don't have to be 2 years old as long as they're up to that. If once you get over that 1,000 gram mark, don't be afraid. And I got this from Austin and to several other people like Phil from Finger Snakes as well, saying once they get over that 1,000 gram mark, start throwing a male in there and seeing what happens. If they're gonna go, they'll go. If not, you didn't lose anything.
And
But you
Mark,
might be
how's it
able to
going?
squeeze out 4 eggs out of that one female, something like
Right.
that. And you
Right.
might get for me, it's going to be my double visual, hopefully, going for that Xanthic clown this season. So,
You're examining everything.
I am Xanthic everything, dude. Xanthic everything.
We're ultra about everything here, but maybe later date we'll get into Xanthic. But yeah, I mean, the first girl that laid for me, it's the only one that laid for me. She was, I think, 1,300 when I started pairing her, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she was definitely of size, right? Bull wrap. I thought it was a male when I bought it. Was not. So I see her bull wrapping, and like, you're doing female things. So I threw in that male champagne, and lock, and now the clutch is in the incubator. But she went up. She went off of food, I think, in February. She went from 1,300 grams up to 18.
Mm-hmm.
Then back down to like 12. So she put everything she had into this clutch for 5 eggs.
Hey,
and she was 920, I think, when she was empty.
Oh, okay.
Darlene, we done shouted you out.
Yeah, we did shout you out, Darlene.
I messed up, the last part of your name there, but we definitely shouted you out.
Mark, I ain't crap proof, but hey, Darlene.
All right. So we're moving through these, first, typical interview questions until we, Jeremy's going to show off some snakes. So if you're like me, you're new, right? Do you advise like a mentor, or do you think like what we do in our group chats, that sort of thing, will that suffice?
I think if you have yourself a good mentor, like I'm on Billy from Mutation Creations Patreon. He does like a Q&A twice a month. I can call him, text him, whatever, and he'll get back to me when he gets a chance. Um, I have him as a mentor. I've got Danny from DTMG, like from our group chat, Nathan from Infant Possible Pythons, Chris from BNS Reptilia. All those guys are guys that I use as very close contacts. Kai from Lucas Landon Royals. I've
Oh yeah,
talked to
definitely.
him all the time about stuff.
Yeah, I mean that chat is
Yeah. Well, see, a
wealth of
lot. I mean,
knowledge when
it
it's
is.
actually not us bickering
When it's
at each
not
other
random
about
stuff.
stuff.
A lot of times, though, when I go to ask them something like important, it's a private message just between the two of us.
Right, yeah.
Um, but yeah, like definitely have some mentors. Have a couple of them. I mean, everybody does something different, and what one person does may not work for your situation or how you need to do it,
Oh
but the
yeah.
other person's way may be, or somewhere find it in the middle.
Right. Ken, if she's bull rapping like on the cool side, then definitely I would consider doing that.
I'd even, I
Um,
mean, I'd even
if she's
throw the
2 years
mail
old,
in,
if
even
she's
if
two
she's
years
not
old,
full
yeah,
rapping, and see what she does.
it might just kick her back on food,
And
get her in the
it may
mindset.
either started feeding frenzy, which is what it kind of started doing for my Orange Dream Exantic. I threw a mail in with her, and she just, I mean, she's eating like crazy now.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were locked up. But then, first, I'm going to say 4 hours, and both of them were brand new, like never been bred, male and female. So throw the mail in, see what happens. Give them a day, give them 3 days with her, and see if they lock up. If they lock up, she'll put on the weight.
Oh,
In
yeah.
April of 2021. Yeah, throw a mail in with her, see what she does,
Well, I
Kenneth.
mean, this is her second winter then, or will be her second winter. So I mean,
Yeah,
there's a possibility that she is ready. So
yeah. It's like they always say, like they don't have scales in Africa. I mean, when the female's ready, she'll go.
yep.
And if they don't lock up, then they don't lock up. But throw the male in there. Throw them in there. This. Wait for. I was just waiting for like a weather system of some sort to go through, like a storm front, cold front, something, and then
Right.
throw them in, because
Yeah,
that is going to be what really tips the scales on the breeding, is those weather systems. Oh heck yeah, Mark, dude! I've got one,
I'm
two,
trying.
three. I've had 3 girls paired up already. The pastel exantic to my DG male. They've locked up. Actually, no, 4, because my
Man.
normal exantic girl's been locked up with my pied. And yeah, Kath, yeah, if you throw them in today, that'd be good. That's right. I forgot you are in PA. Yeah, throw them
Yeah.
in today, dude. Throw them in now. Just
I threw in the first time.
mist the cage down a little bit. Don't soak it, but put a little bit of moisture in the bedding, and that humidity will help them out with kicking things into gear, hopefully. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, yeah, 4 different pairings going on now. I might change my one pairing, but it doesn't really matter. It's still early enough that I'm not too worried about the male that locked up with her to take the clutch. But it's always that possibility. I
Who's your
think I'm gonna.
daddy?
Yeah. Well, it would be an easy "Who's your daddy?" clutch, because if they came out all normal, I know exactly who the daddy was.
So I don't know if you got like we had a drought here for like 2 weeks or something like that, and it just started
I
raining like recently here, right? So I'm like, okay, Sydney girls, on the cool side, a couple other ones are like looking like they're ready. So I throw in the Ultramel pin. He has no clue what the hell he's doing. No locks. I threw in the Super Pastel Leopard butter to the bell, and nothing. It's like, well, I know you've locked up with my butter, so it's not that. So It's just been
just might not be
frustrating.
ready yet. This, it really is super early for
Oh yeah, I know,
to
I
be
know.
breeding. Like, I'll be completely honest. But that being said, 3 out of the 4 that have locked, well, one, the Xanthic girl did not go for me last year. So she's
Right.
basically, in my opinion, locked, loaded, and ready to rock and roll. It's just waiting for her to actually say, hey, it's go time. And I think she did that because she smashed 2 medium rats in 2 days. Um, so Xena didn't take her medium rat last night, so I had to find a female that wanted it, and she was my first try, and she just smashed it. So I think that she's on that feeding craze right now. But if like they're virgin females, dude, I mean, basically, I mean they'll throwing the male in there is just to start to spark everything off, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it got me past the that 1,000 gram wall for some of these girls. Just
Yep.
got them all back on food. So this girl is really, really confusing me, right? So she's done a couple swells, looking like ovulations, right? And she's constantly pounding food. She will not take the male anymore. Like she nothing to do with him. So I either I have
Did you
no clue.
palpate her at all? Like, was she growing follicles and she just reabsorbed?
I'm leaning towards that at this point. Like she, so when I did that first pairing, it was kind of obvious, what I saw. So
Yeah.
I'm going off of that. The raised spine, swells, ovulate. I thought she ovulated, but apparently I missed it. Yeah, I have no clue because she looks like she's got some eggs, but she's still pounding food.
Well, try palpating her once. If she's got eggs, you'll feel them. Darlene's got a question here. She says, her snake's playing dead. What do I do?
What kind of snake? If it's a hognose, they'll do that.
And if it's a ball python, if it's laying on its back, my question is, did you pair it at all with anything? Because she might just be trying to cool herself off.
Right, right. Yeah, they do
Because
that
I know a lot of
weird
my girls,
stuff.
they start doing acrobatics in the, oh, it's a king snake.
King snake. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. King snakes are, I don't really know
I
anything
don't deal with
about them
them.
yet. Yeah. I would say contact a local king snake breeder, Darlene. Excuse me.
Yeah. So you want to talk about the YouTube stuff, or just skip over to snakes since we're talking snakes right now?
Well, it doesn't matter, dude. It's your show. We'll do whatever you want. I will tell you this much. If you want me to pull out that firecracker you guys see sitting right here, you got to do it. You got about a little less than 30 minutes probably before that light goes off, and then this boy's not reaching his hand in there with her.
All right. So we'll run through the social media questions real quick.
All right.
So what app do you use to make your videos? And do you recommend any?
I just use my iPhone 13 Pro. That's
Okay.
all I use for recording videos. Right now, I'm using a Logitech webcam that I just upgraded to, which I love the picture compared to my webcam on the laptop originally.
Oh yeah, I upgraded mine too.
It's like night and day difference. I love it.
This one does like 2160. I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently, like, I'm not paying for StreamYard to do full HD. So
I see. Yeah, I'm still on the free version of StreamYard. I have yet to drop the bullet and actually pay for it. But yeah, no, I use my iPhone 13. Do all the filming. Every once in a while, I have my buddy 2 come over with a camera for some of the egg cuttings. That's when you guys get the really, really like good quality videos. That's out of his camera. But for the most part, I mean, I think the iPhone 13 does really, really good. I haven't heard any complaints about any of the videos or anything like that.
Yeah,
sound quality is good.
Yeah, I got all the fancy cameras. I got the DSLR, and I reverted back to my iPhone to take a picture of the girl I bought yesterday. So like for your like thumbnails and that sort of thing, are you using like Canva or some of those other apps?
All I use for my thumbnails is Adobe Photoshop. That's it. I have my template pre-saved. So all I do is, I'll take a picture of whatever that has to do with that video and throw it in there and do the editing on that. My
Okay.
thumbnails are pretty simple, but I like to try to have something that's catchy. So yeah, and then for my videos I use what is it? Adobe Premiere Elements, I think it's called. Yeah, Premiere Elements.
Dang, you fancy. I'm just using iMovie and Canva and some other
Dude,
apps.
My first videos were using iMovie on my iPhone, and I got tired of editing like that.
Yeah,
nothing
it's
with iMovie,
cumbersome.
but I don't know. I like how the Adobe stuff is. So I think it's like $90 for the pair of it, the Photoshop and Premiere Elements, and I just
Okay.
thought, you know what, I'm going to be using it all the time. It's worth the $90.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's certain things that are just like worth it. Like for me,
Yeah.
I'm spending $4 a month on Husbandry Pro.
Yes, that's worth it.
I still haven't figured out how to print out the QR code for the clutch, like when you produce the clutch. I know how to transfer them, so I'll have to get with you backstage. About how to actually print that out. Even though at this point it doesn't matter, I'm cutting it, a couple days. So.
Well, the funny thing
for the
is,
next one,
for my first 2 clutches, I went and did that because I originally thought, all right, well, I'll pull like a Billy and scan the QR code and this and that. Well, I always forgot to scan the QR code. So like this last clutch, I didn't even bother printing one out. I was like, I know what the clutch is. I only had 3 clutches this season.
Right. For me, it's like I know what that is. It's the only one.
Yeah, it's the only one I have left. So it's like,
and whatever she lays, if she lays 6 eggs or 4 eggs, I know what that one is because there'd be 2 at that point. But as I get bigger, I want to be able to know or at least print out that code to scan it.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you how I'll walk you through it then. It's no big deal.
And it's also been a pain in the butt to print out on the Avery labels. There's a certain way I have to do it on whatever printer I use to get it to fit on the actual labels instead of being.
You mean for the actual tub cards?
Yeah. I use I forget what the Avery label is, but I have the labels because I have them for work. And
so you actually have a label printer thing?
No, I print on the label sheets, but I have to go tweak a bunch of stuff. It's really weird. Sometimes they're off.
See, all I do is I just print it out on a piece of paper, cut the OCD ruler, cut the lines and stuff, and then I just laminate them.
Yeah,
a little laminator and just laminate the card.
I mean, I have a laminator in my office, so I might have to do that as well.
It's super easy, quick and easy.
It's a later date. Plus, it's easier to move than these little labels or these labels that are here.
Oh, okay.
And I have them on whatever tubs I have animals in with Husbandry Pro. All right, so before we get into seeing all Jeremy snakes, do you have any advice for people like me who are just getting started out on YouTube? And how do you? I mean, for me, it's kind of weird that I have more followers on Instagram than you do, but you are monetized on YouTube. So how do you I feel like it's that way for a lot of people, where it's like you found your focus app and you ran with it.
See, I use it all right. I don't use Instagram that much. I've gotten really bad with it, honestly. With everything going on around here, it's just I know it's easy to take a picture, but it's having the time sit there, put in all the hashtags and all that stuff. It's a lot of time that I just sometimes can't come up with, or I just flat out forget. I'll be honest with you on that one. But as far as YouTube tips, just make the video. A lot of people like to see the content of you growing from nothing up to something. If you watch my original videos, they suck. I will be the first to tell you that.
I'm there with you.
Your first videos are going to be terrible. It's okay. Every video, though, try to improve on something, and eventually you'll get to where you want your videos to be. I'm still not completely happy with my stuff, but it's good enough at the moment for me until I figure out how to refine it a little bit. Save your hashtag and a note and copy them back. That's actually a
Okay.
good idea. That's actually a good idea, Charlie. Thank you.
Darlene, what's your daughter's name? So I know who I'm saying hi to. I mean, I don't have any crickets, but I'm starting to hear them in the chat.
Anyway,
I
until Darlene responds, I'll keep talking. I'll keep yip yapping. Oh,
all right.
there you go.
Hey, Stacy, I'm really happy you're a fan of my channel. Thank you for watching so much. And
That's
I
cool.
will definitely make this be a clip and share it out on my other social media. So thanks for watching, Stacy.
That's cool.
Now I'm back small.
Forgot. All right, where? Yeah, you don't need to have a fancy camera. Start off using your phone. Any more phones have better or have just as good of cameras as most of the cameras out there you're gonna buy. But
right, like I was taking a picture today of that new stick I got from Chris, and I have the white background. I got my DSLR camera. I'm taking pictures. I sent it to my buddy. He goes, "Those are awful." I take a picture with my phone, and he's like, "Yeah, that's the one." I'm like, iPhone versus camera design. Okay, I won't do that, Darlene, but I'll be fine with the shout out to her. Thanks for watching, Stacy. I won't embarrass her anymore. But yeah, like I was taking a picture today, and it's like I have this nice camera, right? Like it's a DSLR, right?
Yeah,
with a nice lens, and and my phone took a better picture. It's like really,
dude, some of these phones are really nice. I mean, you can't deny that they've got some really crazy good picture quality. But I mean, that's like like Gershana has always said, go through your males, go through your females, go through what your breeding plans are. Tell them who you are. Do a video just on that.
Oh yeah.
There's as time goes on, videos will become easier and easier to make, and you'll end up where you're at that point where you have so much content, you're kind of backed up. I've got like I think it's like 8 or 9 videos sitting, all ready to go, thumbnails all made up. They're in my one folder, and it's just a matter of me picking that right video for that week.
Yeah, I'm still not like I have a couple that I'm ready to, like there's Spider Part 2, which I don't know when I'm actually going to release that one, because like there's research that has been, sent to me, and I want to make that one perfect.
Yeah.
I do have footage of, spiders and champagnes or whatever without a wobble. But I want to make sure that I'm providing the best information I can when I make that video, since it's such a, we talked about it.
Topic.
Yeah, it's definitely been one of my most watched videos, the first one, and most commented on, and not only commented on in the, on the video itself, but it's commented on like people reaching out to me that they just happen to come across the video and be like, hey, you see this article, you see that article, that sort of thing. So I mean, that was kind of cool. And I've noticed some of my like gene specific videos have gained some more traction.
Yep.
So I might do some more of those, but definitely the next one's going to be that clutch cutting.
Yeah, see, that's gene specific stuff is something that is on my books to start doing. I just want to make sure that I have enough
examples.
Yeah.
So I
can't do a spider. I can't really. Some of these I'm actually waiting on until I produce the Exantic versions, because I don't know. I just refuse to do some of them without having the Exantic version to show off. Maybe that's stupid. I don't know. But yeah, like I just want to make sure I have enough examples to show off what these genes do in different colors.
Right. I mean, like I know for me, I have enough, pastel, super pastel, enough that I could have made that video with just stuff here. I probably have enough Bell stuff and butter or lesser stuff that I could do that one and do another one, but I mean it's really the same snakes. Just
Yeah. Mutation Creation does, John. You're right. They do have really good gene specific videos. He goes
yeah, and
through like a bunch of freaking examples on those.
right, they'll have the the show off the parents, and they have like a stack of, well, here's everything that this gene is in that we have.
Yep.
The shoebox tubs, and then Austin smiling in the background, and then somebody pants around to a lion with the camera. I mean, I do really enjoy it, Billy's videos.
Oh, dude, Billy's got amazing content. Like I said, I mean, Billy's one of those guys that I've messaged several times, just to get advice, talk to, that type of deal.
Later, Darlene.
Hey, Darlene, take care. Thanks for tuning in.
But yeah, I mean, there's certain people that like. Now I got like 2 TVs in this room and one in the other one, so like I'm always watching stuff. I might not be watching it, but you're playing.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you watch. I'm giving you that like. Yeah, I mean that's like, Billy's channel is like, whew. That was actually one of the first channels that actually got me back into ball pythons. I had no clue who the hell Billy was. He followed me he followed me with his original Instagram page, and I was like, oh, okay, I like his post because he played a Tool song in the new shop.
Oh, okay.
And that's how that started. So I followed him more and more and more, and that's like his Monday night lives back when he did them.
Oh, dude, I miss my channel, my content. I loved listening.
Oh my god.
To
yeah, those were great.
that.
Yeah, he got me to join his Patreon. Unfortunately, I'm not currently a supporter of his Patreon. I'm still in the Discord chat because they didn't remove me. But yeah, I mean, he was a big influence on
Oh yeah.
my entire collection and how I'm moving forward. So yeah, definitely. All right, so where are we at? We got about 18 minutes for Jeremy to get out his carpets. So Jeremy, take out your damn carpets.
All right, let's pull out the one that everybody loves.
Solo layout. Here we go.
She's already dealt with me once today, so hopefully she's not too much of a bear.
This one, Lagatha.
No, this is Xena.
Xena.
Yeah, this is Xena. If you're all watching, you can see her behavior on how. This is why I use the hook with her. Come on, sweetie.
What's up, Rob? Nice meeting you yesterday, man. You scared the crap out of me.
You gonna let go of the branch, sweetie?
Of course not.
Yeah, you gotta. I always let her kind of make up her mind that she wants to come out herself. Just because she is the way she is. Like, she's very. No, we're not going to go into the hide.
Oh, she's off the branch, though.
Yeah, but now we're running.
Yeah, I deal with that with my boa all the damn time. I removed the tree.
Oh, there's like
He remembers.
4 trees. Now I gotta wait for her to come around because I don't want to.
Just grab her, right?
Oh yeah, no. You go in there, you grab her. She's
You get a good bit.
She's cage defensive.
So, have you contemplated? Like, I know the one like behind you where the new one is. That has a front opening thing. Have you thought about changing the enclosure style? So you're not coming from above.
She will be going into a PVC enclosure. Here we go.
All right, there we
Her
go.
next step is a PVC enclosure.
How big?
I just love her head. She's got the demon head on her. See, look, perfect timing, Ken. The light just went out. You know,
Hey, you said
all the
7.
yellow speckling up there in the blacks. That's what they call tipping. Hi, sweetie. But yeah, like she's probably one of the most beautiful examples of a pure jungle that I've seen. I mean, her yellows are yellow. She does not have much what they call muddiness in the dorsal of her back.
Okay.
Like the camera's not really showing it. She's got a little bit, but not much.
So I know in carpets there is one specific I don't know if it's a locale or a morph that does have a wobble.
Yes, that's the Jag gene,
Okay.
jaguars. Yep, jags have a wobble to them, but like spiders, not all of them have the wobble. Actually, let me sit down here once. That way you guys can see me a little bit too. But
So
not all jags have a huge wobble like just as the same as spiders do. But you mix jags in with jungles, you get some of the most beautiful jungle mixes that you'll ever see. With very little black to them, they'll have a bunch of yellow,
right.
and it just really reduces the pattern.
Yeah, I mean my buddy has I think he said pastel jungle I forget what the hell.
The diamond jungle jag,
I
those
think
are
I
those are
think
about the
so.
craziest carpets you'll see. The jungle jags, diamond jungle jags.
He has the best luck on like Craigslist or whatever. So he rescued this thing. It was emaciated. And, it's back on food and like pretty big at this point. Um, he's
And that,
also cantankerous.
yeah,
Hey, Zach.
carpets take a little bit of work. Like when I first got Xena, and I started working with her for years. Like she's 4 years old now, and up until this year, this is the first year I've been able to hold her without wearing gloves again. Just because she used to bite the living daylights out of me, dude. Like the record was 10 times in one handling. Um, but she was young. Where she came from, she wasn't handled very much. Um, and she was worked with a lot of times with a snake hook, so she
Okay.
didn't really get a whole lot of one-on-one handling. But she's just like she's the one snake in my collection that I just love watching. I'm super excited to see her every time she's out on her perch, and she's just breathtaking. Like
Yeah, I
not
mean,
probably my most favorite snake out of the whole collection is her.
this is a ball python guy. Just saying.
Yeah. I mean, I love my ball pythons. Don't get me wrong, folks. But there's just something about carpets. I mean, look at that. Look at that pattern. The tip. Like, I'm sorry, a ball python does not do that. And unlike like carpets start out ugly as babies. They're kind of like swans. They start out ugly, not so pretty. But as they get older, that's when they start getting more beautiful. Nicole. But see, Nicole, this is a nice change of pace though, having to work a little bit to hold her. Like she wants to explore,
Nicole,
she
don't
wants
waste
to
it.
climb.
You're up next. Hour and 10 minutes.
So yeah, Nicole, you're gonna have hopefully you can pull some snakes if some of the retics out tonight, Nicole. Yeah, I mean she's just Xena here is probably my favorite out of the whole collection. And partially part of it's probably because I had to work so hard to get her to where she's at.
And I mean, I do love that head. That head is.
Dude, the head stamps on here. I'll pull out Lagatha, even though
Lights are off, man.
lights are. Yeah, but I got Lagatha. See, now here comes the next trick: getting them back in.
Because they're going to go high.
Yeah, exactly. That's their main thing. They like to climb. And Xena's at the point where I need to get her a bigger enclosure anyway because she's rapidly outgrowing this one.
What size you looking
take
at?
This is a 40-gallon that she's in right now.
I know that. I mean, I've seen that. Are you looking like a 6 by 2 by 1.5 foot?
I'm going to be
like
keeping them in
more arboreal.
in a 4 by 2 by 2 PVC is what I'm going to go to for the next step, and we'll see how big she gets. Her mom was 8 foot, so she's got the way she's growing. And the breeder that produced her is actually coming on the show. Breeder that produced her is coming on next week on my live stream.
All right. So, you want to shout that out earlier?
It's Pedro from Funky Morelia.
Okay.
Now you guys, I wish you guys could see this one because she's like pulling a telescoping snake trick here.
No, I do like your reptile basics little red hook.
Hey, it works. That's all I can say is it works.
It does.
This next one here is Lagatha. And this you'll get to see that carpets, they have such a variability with their patterns. Here you can see she's a little bit dirtier on the top. That's what I was talking about with the mudding.
Mm-hmm.
But she's got a completely different pattern to her. It's not as striped as what Xena's is. She's got more of like a more of a dorsal stripe. And then her head's a lot different pattern if she would go.
I mean, I saw it from the glimpse I got.
There we go. But every carpet's head pattern is different. But these things, these are just beautiful. Now she's 3 years old, and she's a lot more chill than what Xena is. She's more likely just everybody's seen her on videos where she's around my neck and stuff. She's a lot more chill to just kind of relax.
All right, so we're 2 for 2 without getting bit.
Yep, cool. 2 for 2. We'll be breeding. She'll be breeding not this year, but next year. Xena's getting bred this year. And we'll pull out her boyfriend next.
So, Will, where are you moving to? Will says he's going to be a lot closer to us PA boys.
Ooh, all right, Will. Get Will to come to the barbecue next.
We still flying Adam up?
All right, let's see here. Now we'll get the boyfriend out. I can't tell if he's hungry or what his issue is, but he should be hungry. You're fine. And this is the new boyfriend, which I still need to do the unveiling of him because I just got him at Hamburg. I still haven't released a video of him yet.
Oh no, we ruined it. Oh my god, it's on the live now. It was on the live on Keys. That's twice now.
Yep,
he's coming out before you.
So everybody, you guys still better watch the video because I still went through a lot of work to make that video.
Everything watch the video.
He's really awesome. He's got his lineage. I've got his lineage, and one of his, I think it would have been like his grandmother or great grandmother was actually on the cover of Reptiles magazine back years and years ago. I actually remember the exact issue, because I used to have it when I was a kid. And then his belly, dude, he's got like this zippered belly to him. These guys are just so awesome. And this guy's 2 years old. And somebody asked a question. Rob says they're growing a lot faster now. Xena's growing a lot faster, Rob. Now she for some reason did not take a rat last night when I offered it to her. she kind of got defensive over it. So I don't know if that's because she was just going to start her shed cycle or start shedding last night or what. But see, Nicole, 3 for 3, no nips. They're not evil.
I'll take the bow out and get bit right now.
I think what it is, in all honesty, it's their heads. Carpets have this pronounced muscular looking head. And then you get some of the head patterns on them, like Xena's got that demon on it, and I think it starts to slightly intimidate, because I know there's times where Xena still intimidates me, just with how she acts. But then I just have to remind myself, calm down. If she does nip you, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, and even like with my boa, we're still working. He's got to be getting close to 3 foot, and maybe
okay,
not much girth, but it's he's always in the hide, unless when I miss the enclosure, he'll come out soak or whatever. But the second I lift that lid of the hide, he's like.
So that's the carpets that I'm working with. That's going to start off the whole carpet python area of Warfel's Morphs.
No, I still got the bite from the other one the other night. That little dick. They get fed.
When can we, Phil? I'm going to start pairing Xena here once temps get a little bit colder, probably more like November-ish. So we'll see. I'm hoping I have babies on the ground or eggs on the ground and hatched. You really need if they were out by July, because that way when Angie and Jeff come up for the barbecue, Angie can handpick her baby and take it home with her. That's my plan. In a perfect world, that's how this is going to go down. Now, does it go down that way? Who knows?
You're getting an acid out of that trade?
Yeah, Angie and Jeff I'm gonna be getting an acid male from them, and Angie's getting a whatever carpet she picks out of that clutch. I told her I'm not even taking a pick out of it. She gets full first pick out of everything before I even put my hands into it.
I mean, I might make that trade for an acid too. Just saying. And there's some certain codons, for ball pythons that it's like, yeah, definitely I want that. Like I think Ron from AVM has like confusion stuff going on right now locally, and it's like
acid is definitely one gene that I have to have. It works very, very nice with spider, like absolutely insane with spider. So if anybody knows me, if we were trading drugs, give me a call. Shoot, that's funny. What's up, Darlene? Welcome back.
Phil, did he at least pay you to do some work at his place? Or did you just run over there and buy more snakes without, him paying you to do his floor or something?
Ron does have amazing stuff. I plan on having Ron come on at some point.
Like he is rarely in the chat, but when he's in the group chat, it's just like, okay, yes, I need that.
Oh, thanks, brother and sister. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm excited to see Angie's face when she sees these babies. Like, I think it's just gonna be neat to watch her face light up. I really do. So do we want to see more snakes, or what do you think?
We're gonna be talking about ball pythons for the next 30 minutes. Is that what we sat on?
Yeah. 7:30 should give me enough time to get prepped for Nicole. So
yeah, we're gonna run through this last part. Mainly, I have questions for him, but it's just really ball python chat that we can cover.
Here's a ball python for you. I don't know how she's going to show up. This is our pastel exantic girl.
Okay.
I don't know if she's kind of on here. She's almost showing up a little brown, but I'm completely honest. There's not a brown scale on this girl. She is very just black, white, and silver.
Okay. I mean, that's what I can see. Usually, pastels in there. Yeah, you
But
get me on this
pastel,
Xanthic thing, man.
dude, pastel is one of those genes that you have to throw into Xanthic. Pastel works so good with Xanthic that it's not even funny. Pastel fire works really good. Stuff like brightening stuff. Yeah, this is our pastel Xanthic girl.
Sorry, I had to
Hi, Casey.
wave at Stacy again, and put you back on solo. So we've been talking about like a bunch of genes we want to get into. Is there any like specific like incomplete or dominant gene that you need? Like,
That
what's your
I
next one?
that wait that I need.
Yeah, like you want to add right now. Like, if you could, money's not an option. What's your
Money's
new
next
gene?
income. Oh shoot, dude. Think, man, there's so many genes to pick from.
You
Um,
said acid.
well, yeah, but I know acid's coming.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
so that's like something that like it's already in the works of being added. Um, Odium would be a good one. I would like to see Odium in some combos along with throwing Odium into Xanthic. I think that would kind of produce some really neat things. So I'm gonna go with Phil there on the Odium thing.
Ooh, okay.
White lace and white lace. Yeah, that would be another.
Another one
The,
that you could
yeah,
do.
that would be another one there, just because it's so much like DG. Um, yeah, so lace and white lace. That right there would be another gene for me to add. Trying to think if there's anything else. Um, I've already got that. Can't really think of. I mean, right now, my main focus is getting what I have in my collection to its full potential before I start
Right.
adding in a whole bunch of other stuff. In
Okay.
all
Yeah. I
honesty,
mean,
I
that
want to
makes
get my
sense.
recessive projects completely, leveled in where need them to be, and then start adding more things into the mix. Rainbow is another good one. I know that rainbow that Jeremy and Holly got from Snakes for the Memories. That thing's really nice looking as well.
Jolly.
Yep, Jolly.
All right. What's up, Stan?
Hey Stan, what's up?
Yeah. You make a good point. Like, you want to, whatever you're working with right now, and this goes to anybody. You want to make the best stuff you can make before you
Yeah.
put too much things in the mix, and then you're like, oh, I don't know, this is like a you know Mojave Russo clown ghost, and it's a bell. You're not selling that to me unless
Yeah, you can't.
I saw those animals that made it pair, and you're egg cutting. Like there was one at the show. Yes, it's a Mojave Russo ghost, female, $1,000. I'm like, it looks like a bell. Yeah, no.
I would doubt it. Danny produced some really. Hi Stacy, what's up? I'm just naming stuff I want. I don't have it now. I feel. But yeah, I mean, like recessive projects take up a lot of room, so you got to really think long and hard.
How much you want? Like,
If you've got limited space, you've got to think long and hard about how you're going to make use of that space. Because when you start working double, triple recessives, that's taking up a lot of room, and
it's at
you're going to
least
need every
what,
bit of it.
4 to 5 snakes that you're holding back from every clutch.
Yep. Unless you're an
Um,
idiot like me and you sell some. Still kicking myself in the butt on that one. But at least I learned my lesson, right, Phil?
I'm not Phil.
Well, no.
No,
I
but
was waiting
Phil
for
Phil
Phil to
takes
chime in there.
he is one of those people that, how he might buy, if I sold him that possible dreamsicle clutch for the right price, he might, go with those odds and hit one.
Oh, dude,
Like,
he felt lucky. He'd hit it. He nailed that holy grail on a head to head. I mean, come on.
he's just taking all of Danny's odds, God's luck.
Now,
Yeah,
but you know what
we
though? If I had Danny's luck, I would still be ecstatic.
right. I feel like he complains to complain. So
No.
while we're still trying to stick to our schedule and do all this stuff, because for those that don't know, Jeremy and I have met. We talk almost daily in our group chat. So some of this is like, yeah, I know, yeah, he knows what we're talking about. So it's a little weird because we might just go on a tangent just talking about stuff.
It happens. It happens. What's up, Wiz?
So I alluded to this earlier about him being hashtag Xanthic everything. I'm hashtag Ultramel everything. So what is your other recessive that you want or you work with?
The other recessives I work with are Hypo, Clown, and Pied, and Desert Ghost.
Okay. You just hashed a Het DG clutch, right?
I did, yes. That's the second Het DG clutch I've had in 2 years. So next year's the females out of that they're still kind of small. They're not growing very fast, but the males are growing really quick out of that clutch. So hopefully 2024 breeding season, the females from last year will be ready.
And then you can, yeah.
And then I can go for some of the visuals because I want to see what a Desert Ghost Super Cinnamon looks like. I want to see that. I want to see if that makes it black, like jet black or not.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
And that's one of the other, gene specific videos I'm going to do is the entry complex.
Oh, okay.
Because with like Super Cinnamon, Super Black Pastel, you can get like with that duck mouth. There's some issues that could happen.
You run a chance of having kinks, shark mouth. Shark mouth isn't really the big thing; it's the kinks. You run that chance of having kink babies.
Yeah, so I've heard people like go, maybe like 87 on the incubation, run them out to like 63 days, something like that.
Oh, okay.
And what I missed from was, oh, yeah. So I guess Fred and AJ just had a bad video. That sucks. But yeah, I've heard anecdotal evidence of lower incubation temperatures on some of those genes in the Enchi complex when they're super. But then like an Enchi cinnamon or an Enchi black pastel doesn't have those issues. So it's just really weird how some of these genes work together when they're allelic acts like super and when there's just super. Because like you can have a blackhead clown or not blackhead clown. Why am I saying clown? I want one. No, a blackhead spider. And that will not have a wobble. Like apparently somehow that pairing ALS works out fine in that generation 1, but obviously any spiders that would be produced from the offspring could have a wobble.
See, all of my spiders in my collection have not exhibited any drastic form of wobble at all that I've ever seen. They might have a slight head tilt, like ever so slightly, but they act like normal snakes over here. I mean, yeah, there's bad examples. There's some that corkscrew like crazy and all that fun stuff. Actually, I guess that's not fun stuff. But anyway, but I guess maybe I'm just fortunate. I don't know. But everything here and everything that I've produced has no wobble at all.
Yeah, I mean it's hit or miss. I mean, so to my knowledge, and this is what I'm going to be talking about in the next Spider Part 2 after getting academic research about it. It's just focused on spider though. that they have a malformation, like inner ear or something like that.
Yeah.
So their skulls are weird, and that's what's causing the wobble. So one can deduce from that Woma, hidden gene Woma, champagne, all those spider complex genes that have a wobble also would have that
They probably have
defect.
that.
So
Yeah.
that would be why the supers of those, or the acts like supers of those combined, are fatal, because it's just that malformation. It's just so
It's
bad. So the other one, like Wookiee chocolate, like the other ones in the complex that don't exhibit a wobble, would likely not have that malformation. So that's why you can read them together and there's no issue. I'm going to try to see if I can find more research on that, but I mean that would definitely be something. If you can take these, 5 or 6 genes with the wobble, pair them to the ones over here that don't, and you can now make acts like supers that are fine.
Yeah.
Or potentially fine. Okay, shoot it in the chat. We'll bring it up, darling. All right. So while we're still on this topic and off my spider tangent, so what is your what's the clutch you're most anticipated about in your incubator, or one that your future clutch for like this coming pairing season?
Well, the last clutch that's in the incubator, the pairing was my Bumblebee Clown to my Pewter Leopard Girl. So everything's going to be a Het Clown. Hoping I can hit a Leopard combo out of that to throw into the female that I got from Danny, which is that Bruce Wayne Het Clown, or the Bruce Wayne, which is Spot Nose Leopard Het Clown.
Nice.
So hopefully I get a Leopard combo male out of that. Knowing my luck, this will be the one clutch where I don't get any males. We'll see, or it won't be a male that I want.
Yeah,
knowing my luck, it'll be the all gene, so it'd be a Bumblebee, or it'll have no
Spider gonna be everywhere.
And then because I don't want to pair Spider to Spot Nose.
Yeah,
that's just a no. So knowing my luck, that'll be what the male is. We'll see. This year's been a really male heavy year. Last year was super heavy on the female end.
Oh man, well that's pretty good if you're looking to like pair, the females that you had last year to the males from this year.
Well, that's the thing though. Everything that was
produced
last year needs to be paired back to its siblings and or mother in order to make what I want to make with them. So
yeah, I get that.
So but now for next year, the 2023 season, I've got 2 big anticipated clutches if everything goes according to plan. The one would be to go for my Exantic Clown. It would be really nice to hit that Exantic Clown this coming season. And then the other one is just to hit an Orange Dream Exantic Bumblebee. That'd be OD, Pastel, Spider, and Exantic.
Huh. I'm trying to picture what that looks like in my head.
Oh, here. I'll show you what it would look like. Just pretend you're colorblind.
But that's why you like Exantic.
It is.
He's gonna punch me through the screen for that comment.
Does have its advantages.
All right,
picture this. Picture this, just black, white, and silver.
Okay.
OD just totally cleans up the pattern. And for anybody that says about, let's see, there's no goofiness. He knows what's going on.
Is this a he?
Yeah, this is a male.
Okay. Yeah. I know you got a Bumblebee Yellow Belly from Chris.
Yeah, she just ate her first meal finally. See, look, normal snake. Like
yeah. I mean, mine's corkscrewing, and she ate like 5 meals here already.
No, dude, yeah, I don't know what her issue was. She just refused everything, and I finally had enough of it. And I went and I talked to Chris, I talked to Nathan about it, and finally I just went and gave her did what Nathan had said. Gave her a whole nother soap bath, rinsed her off in the shower, new tub, new bedding, left her go a day, tried feeding her. She didn't had no interest, so I just laid the rat in there. Thought, fine, you just stare at it for a little bit. Opened up the tub and the rat was gone. So
Yeah,
I'm not going to argue with it.
That's a nice thing to happen. Like, so I want to dispel these rumors where, oh, you bring a snake home from a show, it's going to be stressed and won't eat for weeks. I picked up a hatchling yesterday. It ate today.
So yeah,
If they are hungry, they will eat. It last ate on the 5th, so we were at 6 to 8. By the time she's going to eat again, if we're doing every 5 days for a hatchling, she ate today.
Yeah, see,
while being, in a car for, an hour some odd drive, little snake bag. And then I took pictures today of her earlier, and she ate. So, spell that. Snakes will eat when they'll eat.
I say if they're hungry, they're going to eat. That's all there is to it. I mean, I've had, like you said, not hatchlings, but babies I brought home. And that night was feeding night. Thought I'll try it, and I think it's like probably about 90% of them ate that night.
Nice. Yeah, like it was so weird. Like I was cleaning rats this morning, right? So I had some like smaller to like medium ones. I'm like, they're getting to the size that my snakes won't be able to eat, so I'm gonna call. And I fed at like 9:30. All my big females ate.
Oh, okay.
And I was shocked because it was like the morning, right?
Yeah.
Like normally you're feeding like, I'm probably gonna feed the males and stuff after, in between when I get off and the football game starts and you and Nicole are on. I made sure I didn't feed them in case I had to bring some out. But this 6 stack behind me didn't get fed yet. Yeah, it was hot. But, all right. Yeah, I figured it was better to try to feed while it's fresh killed over just throw them in the freezer right away.
A lot of people do the fresh
kill
thing.
I was shocked that they ate. So yeah, it was a good day for feeding for me. The hatchlings ate. Yeah. So all right. So we are getting on 13 minutes of crunch time. So Jeremy.
Darlene's said something about her question not coming up, but I don't even see the question.
Yeah, I asked, and did I miss it?
I see the door. She said, "Crap, I have a question," but I don't see the question popping up.
I mean, I might have missed it.
Well, no, I just scrolled through between her thing about not putting it up and.
Yeah, Darlene, post the question, or Stacy, whoever's on there.
Yeah, post the question again because it's not actually up on the screen that I can.
I don't know. Maybe she messaged me.
Thanks, Phil. Make sure you tune in tonight too for when I have Nicole on.
Oh, you saw big snakes. You thought we were exciting. Wait till you hear Nicole if you haven't heard her yet.
I'm looking forward to having Nicole, and I love her. She's funny, wealth of knowledge, and just an all-around awesome person to hang out with.
Oh my God! When I was so happy she decided to come to the barbecue.
Oh hell yeah!
Even though I stayed a little later than I wanted to, but just to meet Nicole, that was worth waiting. That was awesome.
I was kind of bummed when she said she wasn't going to make it, but then when she actually did end up saying, "Hey, if everybody's going to still be there, I'm going to come," it made my day.
Yeah. I mean, that was fun. Apparently, for the next one, I guess in the spring, Chris is doing one, and I had to go shoot some dove and make some smoked jalapeno poppers.
Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah,
he thinks that the dove will last until the spring in the freezer.
Put it at the bottom of the freezer under the rats.
Yeah,
you'll forget about it. She said, "It's that question." I wonder if the question doesn't. It might be too long, maybe, because she says she put the question up again, but it's not there. It's got to be under so many characters, Darlene or Stacy, whoever's asking
Um,
it.
yeah, I mean, if it's something that you want us to answer on here, that's fine. If not, you can just message either one of us on our Instagrams, or comment on the video after we're done. We'll answer it.
It might be
Yeah, I don't see it.
letters or something. Too many characters, as they say.
All right, so
But anyway,
yeah. Any snakes you want to show off, since you're on the hot seat?
all right, let's go for one that everybody seems to like. And this is my GHI.
We really don't see the question.
Yeah, I don't see the question at all either. This is GHI Mojave Banana.
Yeah, that one's insane. I've seen that one in person.
Dude, she's like, the lavenders on her are just insane. And I just love
That
her
dorsal
stripe. The flames. My wife did well with naming this one Katniss.
The barbed wire in a dorsal. It's just insane.
Yeah, this is one that a lot of people were hoping I was going to let go. I was hoping she was going to come up patternless on the side, like her dad. But hey, she still turned out breathtaking. So there's that one. Now her dad's another one everybody likes. This guy's just GHI Mojave. But her dad is patternless on the sides.
Okay.
As you can see. But beautiful, beautiful male.
Yeah, Darlene, I'll check it out. Yeah, definitely. The GH has one thing I don't have.
Dude. All right, I hatched out this year. It was, if anybody watched the clutch updates and stuff for Clutch 1, I hatched base GHI male. And this thing's like gorgeous. Like, he is like super, super dark. He's got all these like little like all the outlines in the alien heads.
Yeah.
On the ring light here once.
Yeah, imagine that with Trick.
Or acid.
Yeah, like something like that. I mean, not gonna lie, I was bummed to not get GHI in with the Trick, but I cannot complain with Chris Salt being in lieu of that.
But that boy there is amazing. He eats like crazy too. He's already on his second shed.
Wow, nice. Okay, so I'm not the only one without GHI. All right. Nana, he's got carpet pythons in his tanks. The ones that when I'm ever actually on here, a boa is in there, crested gecko, tarantula, and up there is a turtle.
And here's the one het DG girl from this season. She's got like a Two-Face look going on with her.
Nice, man.
And she's just Bumblebee het DG.
How much you weigh right now?
How much does she weigh? That, dude, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
I don't know, maybe like 200, 250, something like that.
Oh my God, no, dude. No.
She's not that big?
No, she's only had like 2, maybe 3 meals. 3 meals, maybe.
It's a tell. Like, you're a big dude. It's a small room.
Yeah. So she's maybe like, I don't know, close to 100 grams, I'll say. Here, let's do.
What, Randy? Am I turtle enough for the Turtle Club?
This is OD Fire Clown.
Nice. What's the male female?
This is female.
Okay, so you're not gonna buy Danny's Disco Fire Clown?
No,
Somebody better buy
although
that damn thing.
that thing is awesome looking.
It might have been best in show, and I will say it on here because I know he's not watching.
Dude, Danny's got killer stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no denying that.
His black pastels that he has. Whew. Orange, dark. I mean, he almost thinks they're Razor. I mean, they were insane. And I'm not surprised he sold the $50 mail.
This is GHI Mojave Chocolate Hypo. Now, this is from Danny.
But it's still got that barbed wire dorsal.
See, this one's it's more dotted, but I think that's because of the chocolate. Because it's not as vibrant as what a GHI Mojave Hypo is.
Right.
But I mean, it's got faint pattern. And Danny even said, he got a hold of me and said, hey, just so you know, there's chocolate in that too. So.
Yeah, he was really nice yesterday. I was shocked.
Poor Danny. That man's not even here to defend himself.
I mean, you saw the group chat today. Him and Chris went at it for like, I don't know, 20 texts.
That's just how Danny says he loves you. Now this is the one a lot of us had our eyes on. This is Baud's.
Oh, that's that part though.
Or Super Itchy Bartho baby that he left out. This is the only one out of that clutch that left Baud's. So,
congrats, man. I mean, I've seen this one in person. It is the camera
she's
is not
growing like crazy too.
doing it justice. Oh, man,
like she's just nuts. She's probably actually one of my most favorite ball pythons in the collection at the moment.
Oh, that head stamp is.
Oh, dude, I've had a couple of people think that there's something else floating in there. That's not just super edgy. Because, I mean, the way the head is, the pattern.
I mean, it could be whatever the hell mom was that produced, the clone. And then
I think Chris was saying he's thinking that there might be cryptic in it, maybe. Was it cryptic? Yeah, I think cryptic.
So, mom, from what Jeremy Baud had explained to me, is that whatever they could double an allele, right?
Yeah.
So you could have, say you have a het pied girl, right? 100% het pied. She does a partho, she can produce a pied. So
Correct.
It can double up any of those alleles. When she reproduces herself. So, I mean, if there was a, cryptic clown, whatever, that stuff could follow through. So that's how you get from an Enchi female, you get a super Enchi in a partho.
Now here's another one from Danny. This is the Bruce Wayne I was talking about. Now we think Red Stripe is in this as well.
Is the belly dirty? Yeah, that's one of the things I heard that will say Red Stripe if you can't tell it, on the dorsal or whatnot.
So he was going by the way the pattern is and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And the coloration of her. But this girl is freaking nuts.
Oh, yeah. That's a nice snake, man. So we are about ready to head to overtime.
Oh, shoot. It is 7:30.
Yeah, I told you it was going to be quick, and it's going fast. And I thank everybody in the chat that's been here. So
I'm glad you're having fun.
Yeah, this is what happens. So let me put myself back up on here. So we're gonna go ahead and fire through these last little bitty of questions. And then we'll let Jeremy take a little break and then get Nicole on here on
Get
his
ready
channel.
for Nicole.
And then we're gonna do it all over again. So so this one I know I bug you, everybody bugs you about this one. You got that shed in the backyard. You ever gonna start breeding your own feeders?
maybe down the line. I don't know. At the moment, I don't even have the time to invest into doing my own rodents. Um, just with me doing construction, I'm really the only time I have a lot of extra time is in the winter time. And
Okay.
I'd have to dump a lot of money into that shed. I'd have to insulate it. I'd have to run electricity out to it. Um, AC, heat, all that stuff. Yeah, Phil's been on my rear end for
He'll tell you
basically
how
ever
to
since
do
I've
it.
known Phil about turning that into a rat shed and just doing it. I'm sure at some point I'll do it and I'll just suck it up. Right now it's just not the right time, especially with the new baby on the way.
Yeah.
Uh,
Congratulations again, man.
Thank you, thank you. So maybe in like 2-3 years, something like that. And if I can get Dom to help me out a little bit more here with the snakes, or maybe he can be the rat man. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's definitely been worth it.
Oh,
Like
I'm sure.
Danny, just buy it. Don't ask your wife.
It's fine. Yeah. Right now, I mean, I've got enough places where I can get rats from.
Yeah.
Like, if I was in a bind, I could hit Phil up. I could hit Chris up. I have my normal rat guy. Yeah, I've got
There's plenty of us that are.
Yeah,
are
I've got
doing it.
Nathan. I've got several people that I could go to that I know produce a lot of rats that I could go to. Like, hey, can you hook a brother up? I got Danny. But it's I'm sure it's probably an eventuality. Put it that way. It's an eventuality, but not right now.
The cost savings. I mean, the smell. Got to put up with it. At least you can have it outside. They're in the next room here. They stink. We got back from the show, and I had to give my buddy some dubia. He walks in. He goes, "You gotta clean your rats, man." It's like, I guess I'm nose blind. I mean, I cleaned them today, but like the door's usually closed. I have filtration, whatever, in there, so I don't smell it, and I had the doors open, whatever. Phil, I have not had any get out yet.
Not in your house. Yeah,
I have not had any get out
yet. Until one gets out, you've never had one get out.
Well, it better be a normal looking rat, not one of these Norwegians with the different patterns with big ears, because then they'll know it's me. Anyway, so we're gonna fire through these last questions. How often are you feeding? Every 2 weeks?
From the hatchlings up to 200 grams gets fed every week.
Okay.
Anything after 200 grams gets fed every other week, but the meals are, like my girls and my adults are on medium rats, the males are on small rats.
Okay, so bigger meals less often.
Yeah.
Or smaller meals more often.
Correct.
It's one or the other.
I've noticed that. I mean, I've got girls that are just a little over a year old, and they're basically at breeder size. Where they're ready to start rocking and rolling.
Yep.
And that's feeding every other week. So you don't need to shove food down these things' throats to get them to grow. It's actually not healthy by many aspects to feed large. Like if you want to feed small meals every week, okay, whatever. But when the snake's digesting, their heart enlarges, their plasma gets thicker. There's a lot of stress that their body goes through during digestion. So it's actually a lot healthier for the animal to feed them a decent sized meal once every 2 weeks, because it allows them to let their heart get down to a normal size for a short time.
Actually digest the animal.
Everything. Yeah, and they make better use of what they're eating. Because now, like, my snakes don't poop half as much as what they poop half as much as what they did but I'm still getting the same amount of growth. I'm saving money on rats. It just makes too much sense not to feed every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was feeding them every week for the longest time, and then recently talking with you, talking with various other people, it's like, well, if I feed a bigger meal every, less often, and they're eating like I'm feeding better. Like even today, we were, I think we might have been at like 16 days or something. The schedule gets weird, but I fed at like 9:30 this morning, which is like unheard of. Feeding ball pythons in the morning.
I've done it a few with some of the hatchlings and stuff during the day.
Every breeder or soon-to-be breeder ate a fresh
good.
killed rat, and then you make the freezer. My hatchlings ate readily. I mean, but it's just changing up that feeding schedule, changing up that mentality, getting better food for my rats. Yeah, I've noticed a difference. Things have taken off. I mean, you saw how small my boa was when we met.
Yeah,
it's almost 3 foot now and decent size. Yeah. All right. So, last question before we, shut this down and get you a little break. Sorry.
No, you're good, dude. You're good. Nicole will understand because Nicole's probably still in the chat anyway.
All right. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years as a ball python breeder or carpet python breeder? Since you're
5 years from now, I hope that this wall beside me here better be knocked down, and this whole half of this basement better be a snake room. Put it that way. I told my boss that in 8 years I want to be able to retire, and I'm 35 right now. So I want to be retired in 8 years, done doing what I'm doing, and just doing snakes. So 5 years,
don't we all?
I should be all but being able to, be at that point. Hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, and the odds gods work with me on a little bit of the stuff.
Yeah, they definitely can decide your fate.
Oh yeah, real quick too. They shut down 2 of my good clutches this year on me, so we'll see. I mean that's my goal. 5 years though, I'd like to be having that taste of victory that I'll be able to reach my 8-year goal.
Yeah, I'm hoping by the time you're 50, I have at least a double visual recessive that I produce. So I'm a little bit younger than Jeremy, not much. So I'm playing catch up with a lot of people.
Dude, I'm playing catch up with everybody still too. I mean, I refuse. Like I don't say I refuse. Money's also financially a little bit tight here around our house, but it also part of a pride thing where I want to build all of my recessive projects. I could go out and buy stuff, which I did for some of my females. I have visual recessive females.
Right.
But I want to make a lot of my stuff so that way I can figure, I can pick and choose what's going out, what's staying, and it's from in-house.
Yeah, for me, for the most part, if you're going to buy a snake from me, I want to be like, holy crap, Kent is selling a snake. Aside from some of this lower end stuff, like if you're getting something for me that has ultramel in it or ultramel whatever, I want you to be, holy crap, he's letting something go.
Yeah.
And that's where the point I want to get to.
That's why I'm almost thinking about pairing my double het bumblebee, that's het for Exantic and Clown, back to its mom. Just that way I can at least hit one more clutch of visual Exantics, and then they'd be 50% het Clown. But then that way I can maybe let a couple Exantics actually go this year. But I'd still, also it'd be building my Exantic numbers as well, hopefully.
Right.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm still ironing out some of the minor details for next season.
Nice. So I know the answer to this one. Next, the last question I have to ask: are you going to be vending any shows soon? Where can people see you?
You guys can come out to the Gettysburg Reptile Show on November 12th, and I will be there right next to my good buddy Danny from DTMG. Not only can you get great motivational speeches from Danny, but I will be there to pick up the pieces when he's done.
And Danny probably will have Yoo-hoo and snacks. Just
Yes,
saying.
and Danny will have Yoo-hoo and snacks. This is provided Dom doesn't
Eat all of
only drink it all.
them. All
But
right, all right.
I'll be at Gettysburg Show vending right beside Danny at DTMG.
Nice,
So if
nice.
you can't find me, if as long as you can find Danny's big banner, you can't miss it. I'll be beside him. It's gonna be a great time. I'm looking forward to it. I'll have actually a good bit of stuff up for sale. So keep an eye out on my clutch update videos and stuff. Basically everything will be there at that show, unless by some chance stuff sells. But I'm kind of really dragging my feet on posting stuff on Morph Market, just so that way I have stuff for the show.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Usually it's a show, then post, whatever comes home on Morph Market is what I've seen people have been doing.
The GHI Lesser Girl that I produced this year, she almost left, but she's still here right now. So if anybody's looking for a beautiful GHI Lesser female, there is one here. So go check out the egg cuttings, check out the clutch update of clutch number 1, and you'll get to see her.
So everybody knows who Jeremy is, but if you don't, and this is your first time watching my channel and having Jeremy on, all of his social media information is in the description to this video. So please go check that out if you're watching this on replay and just found us. So
and make sure you guys hit the like button.
Yeah, smash that damn thing.
And sub for Ket.
Thank you. All right, so we're gonna let you go. Thanks to everybody in the chat. I think we were rocking 20 to 25 most of the show until we got down to I was kicking people out.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. You got some fandom, but everybody go get some water, go get a beer, go eat dinner, and then tune back in to Jeremy's channel about 18 minutes or so, and check out him with Nicole from Lady Tiz Exotics. And then you better subscribe to Nicole.
Yes,
she's giving away a flight to Tinley. Flight to Tinley.
Is it still first class, or is the first class thing?
I think first class died on Friday.
On first class, I thought.
I think first class died on Friday, but she's still giving away a flight.
I'll still take a flight.
Yeah, same here, right?
I just need a hotel room to stay at. Maybe I'll stay in an alley.
Oh, you can stay with Big D. Everybody's staying with Big D.
That's true. I could crash at D's, yeah.
So, yeah, check Jeremy out in a couple minutes. Go subscribe to both of us and subscribe to Lady Tiz Exotics. Hopefully you're watching this before Tinley and you can actually benefit from that flight.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jeremy, for doing this on a night you have your own damn show.
Dude,
I appreciate it.
It's a blast.
I appreciate
Thanks for making it earlier for me so I could do it.
Yeah, that was. I think this is the last one I'm doing early. Since Fred and AJ go do their video drops at 6:20 my time. So I've been butting up against them. So this is the last one that I'm doing early. Plus 6:30 makes it better for football. I'm not missing too many games.
And see, that's the nice thing. I don't watch football, so don't hate me, everybody. I just can't get into sports. I don't know.
I'll take it. All right. All right. So we'll go close this out. Jeremy, sorry I took you 13 minutes over when we agreed upon, but this is what happens.
Don't worry about it, dude. I was pulling stuff out left and right. It was also nice to be able to pull out Xena and show her off live, because during my lives I can never do it because it's nighttime and you just don't go in there at night.
Yeah. The lights did go off, but all right. So thank you everybody in the chat. Thank you, Jeremy, so much for coming on. Check him out in about 15 minutes on his channel with Nicole, and get the crap off my channel. We'll see you next week.
Take care, everybody.